Welcome to the Skill Builder session on time management for your studies, your assignments and your exams. The first thing you need to do at university is to get organised. You'll need to understand and organise your studies, creating physical and computer files that will allow you to find course material, including your lecture and seminar notes, essay drafts and so on, quickly and easily. Organise your time so that you use it to maximum effect will be equally important to your success. Studying takes time. As a full-time university student, you will need to commit to 35 hours per week study time. If studying part-time or as an apprentice, you'll also need to commit to studying for a certain number of hours per week to achieve your academic study goals. You will be expected to arrive, whether in person or online, at lectures and seminars on time, having checked on Moodle or your university email beforehand to ensure that the time and/or place hasn't changed. You will need to meet deadlines for your coursework assignments, noting that, as some schools may give a 0% for work handed in late, you will need to address any deadlines issues early. And when your exams approach, not only will you want to manage your revision time ahead of the exams efficiently, but you will need to manage your time in the exam itself so that you, for example, complete the whole exam paper and have time to check your work before you hand it in. Good time management will help you do all of these things, whilst allowing you to meet your other social, family or work commitments. To manage your time to maximum effect, you'll first need to understand where all your time goes. This may include, for example, time spent browsing the internet, or travelling, or simply looking for things. Once identified, you can reclaim more of this time for your studies by, for example, restricting your non-academic internet use, or carrying bits of work with you so you can study whilst on the bus, or creating an efficient filing system. Finally, you'll need to make optimum use of your study time by, for example, using effective reading or essay writing techniques, or focusing your studies on when you know your brain is at its most receptive. Much of this can be achieved by careful planning. There are tools and techniques to help you plan your time. These include termly and weekly time planners. These can be in paper or digital form, and you can use them to keep track of all your lectures and seminars, taking care always to check on Moodle and your university emails for last-minute changes. Use them also to plan the different stages of your assignments, or create a revision timetable as you approach exams, all set around your social, sporting, work and family commitments that will be taken into account. Prioritising tasks is also important. This simply means working out what needs doing most urgently and what can wait. You may have numerous assignment tasks to complete which can't all be done at once. Working out a daily or weekly to-do list, identifying tasks that most need to be tackled during that period, will help you create a productive, efficient and goal-focused weekly schedule of work. You might also try the Assignment Survival Kit, the University of Kent's online essay planning tool, which, if given the deadline of a written assignment such as an essay, will offer suggested dates for the completion of different stages in its production. This you can find on the link shown. This example of a time planner shows how you might stay in control of the different activities you will undertake whilst at university. Note the colour coding to help you keep track of the stages of your different assignments which, in the case of an essay, will include time allocated for planning, researching, writing, editing and proofreading. Identifying and allocating time for each stage of work in this way will enable you to produce it efficiently and on time. You are, of course, free to work at weekends as well if it suits you. And if you are a part-time student or apprentice, clearly your study time will be set more around your work and other commitments. Some printable termly time planners can be found on the link shown. Your termly plan will show you what you need to be working on at any given time, enabling you to allocate your study time during individual weeks and days to maximum effect. The following will help you make the most of each day's study. Firstly, prioritise. You may have numerous assignment tasks to complete which can't all be done at once. Work out which are both important and urgent and give them priority. Be goal focused, using your time planner to identify your key goals for that week or that day and ensure that the tasks you set yourself work towards those goals. For example, if your goal is to submit an assignment for the deadline the following day, what do you need to do to achieve that? Set achievable goals. Do not set yourself up to fail. Set goals for each chunk of time during the day which are specific and achievable. You can't read and make notes on an entire book during a morning, but you can set yourself the 2-hour task of identifying, reading and taking notes on a single key chapter. In this way, you will constantly be taking individual steps towards your overall goals, and your sense of achievement as you successfully complete each task will help build momentum and keep you motivated. So, plan to succeed. You can also vary your activities during the day. Reading and note-taking for hours on end can be tiring. After a couple of hours, your productivity and overall performance may start to drop. Take a break. Perhaps then transfer your energy to a different activity, be it making a start on an essay plan, or writing a draft introduction, or organising your lecture notes. Perhaps changing from one module topic to the next will be enough to re-engage you. This technique will also work well as you approach exams. Alternate your revision between reading, memorising, practicing past papers, creating crib cards. Different activities will help you engaged and fresh and, most importantly, productive over the course of the day. Whilst printable time planners are available on the SLAS website under Time Management, you can also use an Outlook calendar as shown. This is available to you when you download Microsoft Office 365, which is free when you get your Kent University IT account. This useful calendar allows you to receive joining links to MS Teams lectures and seminars, although you should always check for yourself when and how your lectures and seminars are to be delivered. Around these and other necessary activities, medical appointments, social commitments, shopping and household chores, you can simply, by clicking on individual time slots, book chunks of time and assign them to goal-focused study activities. You can also colour code your different modules, topics, tasks or assignments, as well as attach notes to them, all of which will help you stay organised wherever you are. For guidance on Outlook, go to the link shown. Whatever type of planner you use, either digital or printed, like this example, as you approach exams, your weekly schedule will follow the same principles. Note the clear but varied revision tasks set around life's other activities. As your exam dates, which will be plotted on your longer-term planner approach, your weekly schedule may become more intense than this example, with extracurricular activities cut back to allow for many more hours of goal-focused revision, including at weekends. Working back from your exam dates, your revision schedule will set out what you need to revise for each exam in a logical and well-considered way, leading to the exam itself. As your exams approach, please see our Skill Builder sessions on planning your revision, revision skills, exam techniques, and writing essays in exams, all of which include relevant advice on time management. In the meantime, here are a few tips on managing your time during exams. Read instructions very carefully. To allocate time during the exam, you will need to be clear how long it lasts, how many questions you need to answer, and how many points are allocated to each question. Draw up and stick to a time plan, allocating time according to the points allocated to each question. For example, if one question is worth 50% of the marks, allocate approximately 50% of your time to that question. Take time to plan your answers before writing them. This will ensure your answer is clear and direct and prevent you from wasting time setting off on the wrong path. Where possible, answer easy and/or high points questions first, Do not spend valuable time at the beginning struggling with the hardest question. Finally, allow time at the end to check and tidy your answers.
For guidance on the broader range of revision and exam skills, please go to the Skills for Academic Success website at www.kent.ac.uk/SAS, where you can book a one-to-one appointment with an SAS advisor or view more of our Skill Builder sessions, which include effective reading, planning your essay, and exam techniques.